Jane Kilcher, known from the popular show Alaska: The Last Frontier, has finally dispelled years of speculation by revealing the truth behind the persistent rumors about her life in the Alaskan wilderness. But what exactly did Jane confirm, and how has her candid confession shaped her legacy? Join us as we delve into the fascinating story of Jane Kilcher's life on Alaska's Last Frontier. Alaska: The Last Frontier wasn't just another TV show. It became a heartfelt window into a unique lifestyle where people depended on hard work, nature, and family. The series followed the Kilcher family living deep in one of America's wildest, coldest places, the Alaskan wilderness. Their story began long before cameras ever arrived. Ulla and Ruth Kilcher, originally from Switzerland, sought a fresh start in a land where they could live freely and independently. They found this in Alaska, a place known for towering mountains, brutal winters, and brief but stunning summers. Building a life from scratch wasn't easy for Ulla and Ruth. They raised their own food, gathered firewood, and taught their children survival skills essential for thriving in such a wild environment. These lessons weren't lost with one generation. Their children and grandchildren inherited the same spirit of hard work, resilience, and family unity. Though life was tough, it was also filled with simple joys: a breathtaking sunset, a shared meal, or a safe return from a long hunt. The Discovery Channel soon caught wind of the Kilcher family's incredible way of life and invited them to share their story with the world. In 2011, Alaska: The Last Frontier premiered, instantly captivating audiences with its stunning landscapes and genuine family dynamics. Ulla and Ruth's son Atsley Kilcher, along with his wife Bonnie and their children, welcomed viewers into their rugged world. Atsley's son and wife Jane quickly became important figures on the show, with Jane winning fans' hearts through her strength, kindness, and bravery. Jane faced every challenge, whether fishing in icy waters or chopping wood for winter, with determination and a warm smile. She embodied the true meaning of living close to nature, respecting it, depending on it, and cooperating with it rather than struggling against it. The show celebrated more than survival. It highlighted family, where everyone had a role, from hunting to tending the garden to fixing tools. Even in the harshest winters, the Kilcher family shared laughter, love, birthdays, and quiet moments by the fire. These simple, heartfelt moments reminded viewers of the value of home, family, and appreciating life's little pleasures. For over a decade, Alaska: The Last Frontier offered a peaceful escape from modern chaos, showcasing 3 generations of one family dedicated to living off the land. The Kilcher homestead was more than just a place. It was their heart and home. The show garnered multiple awards, including the Telly Award and Emmy recognition, but its true triumph was touching hearts worldwide. It reminded people of the beauty of simple living and the strength found in family unity. Though Jane became beloved by many, few knew much about her past. Let's explore Jane Kilcher's early life and how she grew into the strong woman we admire today. Born Christina Jane Furman on September 14, 1974, Jane was raised in Anchorage, Alaska, as the 3rd child of Bob and Sarah Furman, alongside siblings Jessica and Bobby. Her upbringing was a unique blend of city life and the untamed Alaskan wilderness. This mix shaped her into the resilient, resourceful woman she is today. Growing up in Alaska was far from easy. The harsh winters demanded self-sufficiency, and Jane quickly learned that survival meant resilience and independence. While many kids stayed indoors, Jane was outdoors exploring the wilderness, learning the seasons, and mastering life off the land. Her parents instilled in her a profound respect for nature and the necessity of living in harmony with it. Growing food, hunting, and preparing for the long winters were not mere hobbies, but vital survival skills her family prioritized. Jane's childhood was not typical. She wasn't interested in conventional pastimes, but instead honed skills, critical for living in one of Earth's most challenging environments. Fishing, in particular, became one of her specialties. In a remote place where modern conveniences were scarce, Jane's ability to fish was essential. Each summer, when the rivers and ocean teemed with salmon and other fish, Jane made sure her family had enough food to endure the cold winters. Her efforts meant catching king salmon, silver salmon, red salmon, halibut, and cod, fish that were both delicious and life-sustaining. Her deep connection to Alaska's land and waters went beyond survival. the forests, rivers, and ocean were vital parts of her identity. Jane didn't just live in Alaska, she thrived there. Jane's life took a pivotal turn at age 12 when her family moved from bustling Anchorage to the peaceful town of Homer, just 11 miles from another homestead. It was in this wild, beautiful setting that Jane met Atsley Kilcher, sparking a bond that would grow into a lifelong partnership. Before meeting Atsley, Jane had already experienced a different chapter. She was previously married to Dikron Cooney from Solovia, Alaska. During that marriage, she embraced motherhood, giving birth to their daughter Piper in 2003. However, Jane soon realized that her first marriage didn't fulfill her deeper longing for a life connected to nature, love, and the land. When that chapter ended, Jane's life was ready for a fresh start. She reconnected with Atsley, and this time their relationship blossomed into something stronger. United by a shared love for the outdoors, the hard work of homesteading, and a peaceful lifestyle away from city chaos, they found a deep sense of belonging. In 2006, Jane and Atsley married in the tranquil beauty of Head of the Bay, a place that perfectly reflected their bond. Their relationship was more than romance. It was rooted in shared values, living in harmony with nature, being self-reliant, and embracing the challenges of the Alaskan wilderness together. They looked ahead to a future defined by hard work, love, and the strength to face whatever came their way. While Alaska, the last frontier, centered around the Kilcher family, the story of the family itself is rich and complex. Alaska, with its endless skies and snow-covered landscapes, has always been a land of adventure demanding resilience and intelligence from its inhabitants. The Kilcher family's history stretches back long before they appeared on TV. After Alaska was purchased from Russia in 1867 and became the 49th U.S. state in 1959, the Kilchers established themselves as pioneers in this wild land. Valuing independence and self-reliance, they lived off the grid, homeschooling their children in skills learned directly from the land, growing crops, tending animals, hunting, and cooking meals from their own harvests. Despite the hard work, the Kilcher family always prioritized family time, gathering each night to share stories about love, history, and life's simple pleasures. These moments created a deep bond that carried the children into adulthood, ready to uphold their family's legacy. The family's way of life first gained public attention through a documentary made by Atsley's parents called A Pioneer Family in Alaska, which fascinated viewers worldwide, especially in Europe. Ole Kilcher, Atsley's father, was a notable figure, a trailblazer and politician who served as a state senator from 1963 to 1967. He fiercely advocated for his neighbors and the environment. Though he and his wife Ruth eventually divorced, Ule's influence remained strong. To protect their land from being divided or lost, Ule enrolled the Kilcher farm, now 600 acres, in a conservation program, preserving it for future generations. As Zee, the eldest son Atsley, took on the role of protector for the family, facing dangers like bears and wolves to keep everyone safe. However, life is rarely straightforward. Atsley's youth included a rebellious streak. He once left the homestead to pursue a music career and a different lifestyle, yet the wilderness ultimately called him back. He returned to Alaska, built his cabin, and embraced the rugged life his family had lived for generations. Jane Kilcher's story is one of courage, kindness, and resilience. More than just a star on Alaska, The Last Frontier, she captured viewers' hearts with her humor and warmth. Whether braving icy waters, helping with chores, or sharing laughter with family, Jane brought a unique spirit to the show. Though she wasn't born into the Kilcher family, her marriage to Atsley and her skills made her a vital part of their story. Growing up in Alaska, Jane was well-versed in fishing, hunting, and navigating the land and sea, making her a natural fit for the Kilcher lifestyle centered on self-sufficiency. Her deep connection to the ocean and her impressive fishing abilities, especially catching large salmon, made her stand out. Yet what endeared her most to fans was her playful sense of humor, offering a light-hearted contrast to the often serious wilderness life.